Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears for Our Plays YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, March 11th, and I'm back bringing out some more NBA picks and props for you guys on a Tuesday night. Only one game on Tuesday night that I'm going to be looking at. It's on TNT. Only 4 games total on the slate in the NBA. We'll have 2 player props. One I'm really excited about. The other one is I think it's going to be a good play as well for the Pellies in this game. A guy who doesn't play back-to-backs, not by his choice. But before we get to those games, let's talk about the games we have on Monday. Nuggets plus 9.5. They were down by, actually, just like the last game, up by 10, then down by 8. Then second team comes in, down by 12, tie the game back up, now down by 7. It's just a game of runs. It's just been a game of runs the entire game. Hopefully the Nuggets plus 9.5 in that one. Can find a way to cover the spread, maybe even win the game. That'd be nice. Kings plus 2.5 going up against the Knicks tonight. Has not started yet. Don't connect 2.5 threes. Has won. Lakers had a lot of injuries in this one. A lot of people not playing. Finney-Smith, LeBron, Vanderbilt's out there. Who was the other big one? Finney-Smith, LeBron, Rui's not out there. So Dalton Connect started tonight. He played 12 minutes in the first quarter, all of it, and then he played 2 minutes into the second quarter. He's getting a lot of minutes, and he's getting a lot of minutes in the second half as well. I think there's 6 minutes in. He has 9 points. He has 1 3. So hopefully he stays out there. It is a competitive game as well with the Nets. So hopefully Dalton Connect play some more minutes in the second half, gets us a couple more threes, and then Josh Hart has not started yet, 14.5 points. So nothing to win or loss on the board yet. Hopefully the Nuggets and Don't Connect start us off hot, but we've got some waiting to do for the night games, both of those starting in an hour. So let's go on to the play for tomorrow. This game is going to be on TNT, a very weak slate in the NBA on Tuesday night. Like I said, 4 games, only 1 game televised TNT for this one. Bucks going up against the Pacers. Pacers are in big trouble, I think, not only because the Bucks are coming off of a loss to Cleveland, and they kind of got spanked in that game. It says they lost by 12 points, but I was watching that game. They were down by 20 points in the third quarter and in the fourth quarter. They made a little bit of a run late in the third quarter with the bench, but the Bucks starters are not playing well. Lillard didn't play well in the game. Giannis was taking some horrible shots. I'm going to talk about him, though, in a second, going up against the Pacers. Giannis was taking some horrible 16 to 18-foot fadeaway jump shots. That's not Giannis's game. His game's 2 feet, dunk on your head. I think he's going to do that against the Pacers in this game. I'm going to take the Bucks. They're coming off back-to-back losses. Pacers are in trouble because Halliburton looks like he's still not going to play with that hip injury. Going to be Siakam out there as the leading scorer for the Pacers with Halliburton gone. And I think TJ McConnell also not going to play in this game. He's coming into this one questionable. It says Halliburton's out and McConnell questionable. Both those point guards. McConnell's a big piece coming off the bench for the Pacers. I think the Bucks need to win more. The Pacers have been playing some pretty good basketball this season. I like the dog on the Pacers because their defenses have been very good, but overall they're kind of moving towards the right direction on the defensive side. I think they're 20th or 19th now in the NBA on the defensive side. They were bottom 5 to start the year. The defense is coming around a little bit. Back-to-back losses against Atlanta, giving up 120-plus points in both those games. I think the Bucks put up 120-plus points with Halliburton and McConnell on the sideline. I think they just don't score enough. I'm going to take the Bucks in this one against the spread as the play. Let's go talk about Giannis for this game. Going to go over the 28.5 points. Very easily could be 30-plus points for the player prop in this one, 30.5, 31.5. He dominates the Pacers. Over the last 5 games, Giannis Antetokounmpo has been dominating. I'll get to those stats in a second. But Giannis, over the last several games, has been dominating for the Milwaukee Bucks, not just the Pacers, against every team he's faced. Since February 27th, he has scored 28-plus points in 6 of the 7 games. He's coming off another 30-point game going up against the Cavaliers, 37 against the Magic, 32 against the Mavericks. So he scored 30-plus points in 3 consecutive games, 20-plus shots in 3 consecutive games. And against the Cavaliers, I don't know why he was doing it. Maybe it's just because he thought he was trapped and he had to put it up. There was multiple occasions where we saw Giannis take free throw line and out, mid-range jumpers fading away. That is not his game. Doc Rivers was shaking his head on the sidelines, had a couple timeouts after he did it to talk to him. After that, he would just go straight to the rim, draw contact, get himself the free throw line, and make dunks. So I'm hoping that we get that kind of Giannis in this game against the Pacers. I will say, Giannis Antetokounmpo in the 5 games he's played the Pacers since 2023, his numbers, 35.9 minutes per game, 37.4 points per game, 13 rebounds per game, 64 points, 30, 26, 37, 30. So this one might be in the 30s for his player. Probably scored 30-plus points in 4 of the 5 games against the Pacers in his career. So I'm going with Giannis over the total points going up against the Pacers as the first play of the day. Second play, guy who does not play back-to-back, Zion Williamson, over his total points going up against the Clippers. this is another thing that I looked at last night. Clippers going up against the Kings. The Kings weren't making a lot of threes. I think they had 6 made threes after the third quarter. They started to hit some threes in the fourth quarter and a couple in overtime. They still lost the game. The Clippers are top 5 this season at defending the paint. Makes no sense whatsoever because the Kings were doing everything they wanted inside the paint. It was literally the play-by-play was made dunk, made layup, made driving layup, missed three, offensive rebound, made putback layup. I mean, the Clippers were getting dominated down low against the Kings, and Jonas Valanciunas wasn't even in there. Domantas Sabonis didn't play in that game. It was Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan dominating the paint, and Zion Williamson with a full head of steam going downhill against this Clippers team. There's not a whole lot of people who are going to be able to stop him. So I want to take Zion Williamson here over the total points. Well rested. Last game was March 8th going up against the Rockets. Shot 19 times, 20 points. No JJJ in that game. He just didn't have a very effective day from the field. He was taking a lot of mid-range jump shots. Don't like that for Zion. I like him getting to the rim, driving layups for Zion in this game. I'm going to take the over 25.5 points for him going up against the Clippers as the final play of the day. Let's go take a look at that NBA recap graphic. Bucks against the spread. No line out yet. Only game that doesn't have a line out yet. So maybe they're waiting on injuries for that one. But Bucks against the spread will be the play with Halliburton and McConnell most likely out. We have Giannis over the total points going up against Indiana, and then Zion Williamson over his total points going up against the Clippers as the final play of the day. Guys, it's going to do it for the NBA picks and props for Tuesday, March 11th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please share, drop a this video, and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.